Chapter 17. Colin in the Garden. Unfortunately, Mary and Dickon had to wait a week before they could take Colin to the secret garden. The weather turned cold, too cold to go outdoors. Mary and Colin had to be content with talking about the garden and planning Colin's first trip to see it. Finally, the day arrived. The sun was out, brighter than ever, and a gentle breeze blew. A footman named John was called to carry Colin down the stairs to where Mary and Dickon were waiting with Colin's chair. Once Colin was settled in his chair, he made an announcement to Mrs. Medlock. "I am going out into the gardens with Mary and Dickon today," he stated. "If the fresh air agrees with me, I may go out every day. When I'm out, none of the other servants or gardeners should be anywhere around. Everyone must keep away until I send word that they may go back to their work." "Very well," she told him. Outside the manor, Dickon pushed the chair slowly and steadily along the path. Mary walked beside the chair and pointed out everything along the way. Colin leaned comfortably against a cushion and let the sun warm his face. "The fresh air is wonderful," he said, taking in a deep breath. Finally, they came to the long, ivy-covered wall. "This is it," Mary told Colin. "On the other side of this wall is the secret garden." Colin could barely contain his excitement. "The door! Let's go to the door!" Mary pointed out all the things she'd told Colin about: the tree where she'd first seen the robin, Ben Weatherstaff's garden, the place where she had found the key, and finally, the thick brush of ivy that covered the door. "Here it is," she sang excitedly, pushing the ivy away and revealing the thick wooden door. Colin clasped his hands together excitedly. Mary opened the door, and Dickon pushed the chair in quickly. Once inside, they both looked down at Colin, who covered his eyes with his hands. When they told him he was inside the garden, he had uncovered his eyes slowly. "Oh!" Colin gasped within delight. He looked around and around, not knowing what to say first. It was indeed a beautiful sight. The green leaves and the enormous trees, the purple and gold flowers, the birds flying in the sky, and the sweet scent of roses. Colin took it all in, then gazed up at Mary and Dickon. His smile was wider than ever, and his dark eyes twinkled in the sunlight. "I will get better," he announced to them. "I will get better, and I will live forever and ever and ever." Dickon pushed Colin's chair into the shade under the apple tree. From there, Colin could watch as Mary and Dickon weeded and planted. From time to time, they brought him things to look at: flower buds, twigs, a feather from a woodpecker. Every moment of the afternoon was full of new things to see. When the sun was at its highest, Dickon took out his pipe and played sweet music. Colin was sure he had never been happier. All at once, Mary heard a rustling of branches and looked up to the trees. "Colin!" she cried. "The robin!" Colin looked up and saw the red-breasted robin Mary had told him about. He leaned back on his cushion and watched the robin sing and fly about. "He's beautiful," Colin sighed. Watching the robin, Colin soon fell asleep. "Colin looks much better," Mary whispered to Dickon. "He has a rosy color in his face, and he looks almost normal." "Our garden is good for him," Dickon agreed. Mary and Dickon went back to their weeding and digging as Colin slept. When he awoke, they enjoyed a small picnic of hot tea and crumpets. Everyone broke into fits of laughter when Nut and Shell stole a few crumbs for themselves and scurried up a tree to feast. "I don't want this afternoon to end," Colin said to his friends, "but I shall come back here with you every day." "You'll get plenty of fresh air," Mary noted. "You'll get bigger and healthier in no time, just like me." "And we'll have you walking about and digging right here with us," Dickon added. Colin flushed a bright red and looked at Dickon with hopeful, wide eyes. "Walk?" he gulped. "And dig? Do you really think I'll be able to?" "Well, sure," Dickon replied. "You've got legs like the rest of us, haven't you?" Mary glanced nervously at Dickon. They had never really asked Colin if there was anything the matter with his legs. "Yes," Colin replied sullenly, "but they are so thin. They shake so much, and I'm afraid to stand on them." "Well," Dickon said, "when you stop being afraid, then you'll stand on them." Colin looked doubtful at first. Then he broke into a huge smile. "Yes," was all he could manage to say. Mary and Dickon went back to planting seeds and tending to the flower bed. Suddenly, Colin gasped with alarm. "Who is that man?" he asked in a scared whisper. "Man?" Mary and Dickon cried in unison. They followed Colin's gaze over to the high wall. It was Ben Weatherstaff, standing on a ladder on the other side of the wall. He was glaring at them as if he were very angry.